Good. And we'll start, we're going to start sitting up just to connect with our spine, para conectar con la columna. So take a second to just sit in a comfortable seated position. If your back's bugging you, sitting up on a chair is totally fine. If your hips are tight, sitting on a chair is totally fine. And we're just going to begin with a little gentle rocking of your low back. So I'm going to start with my head reaching up towards the sky. And then I'm going to inhale, stretch, kind of reach my low back a little forward, and then exhale and round into it. Good. So from this movement here, you can gradually add more spine. So as I round back, I'm going to now let my thoracic spine come into that stretch. Inhale, move a little bit more, maybe my sternum coming forward. And then exhale, round and pull that back. Good. Let's take a few big breaths. So inhale, let the chest, throat, sternum rise up. And then exhale, reaching back. One more time here. Inhale. And then exhale. Good. So we're going to pause, change the position of your two legs. And then let's inhale, open, take your arms up, take your forearms up. And then exhale, create a little twist in your spine, side to side, lado y lado. Good. So while we twist, girar a la izquierda, girar a la derecha. You want to feel that your latissimus muscles on the outsides of the shoulder blades stay vertical, stay moving upright. Good. So now we're going to pause. Let's exhale, stretch, and reach your arms out. Take the palms together, back of the hands together, up overhead. And then once again, you're going to create a little twist. You might feel this a little more inward in your obliques. Good. Lado y lado. Girando, girando. Good. So now let's exhale, sweep the arms out. Take another little twist with the arms reaching away from the body. La scapula junta, your scapula together. Good. So now we're going to pause in your center. One arm sweeps overhead, other arm sweeps underneath. Try to stay balanced in this effort in your spine. Good. Y estiramos lado y lado. We're going to stretch side to side. Very nice. Good. Dos, tres veces más. Just waking up la columna. Beautiful. Let's pause with your two arms up. Pull the elbows back. Muy bien. Y los codos adelante. So just want you to take the arms, stretch up. Pull the elbows back behind you. Y desde aquí adelante otra vez. So that one more time. Good. So then we'll stretch our arms out. Let's desdoblar. That means unfold your legs. And we'll come to sit up on your sits bones. So if you'd like, take a second to engage your core by rocking onto one sitting bone, rocking onto the other sitting bone. A un lado y otro lado. Good. So now we'll ground those two sits bones all the way in. And let's exhale, stretch, sweep your arms forward, take your spine forward, and circle the arms, just like you were doing the breaststroke in Barton Springs. Cora, one day we're going to have to tell you all about Barton Springs. Good. All right. Otra dirección. Good. Just taking the arms out the other way. Beautiful. So now we're going to nos sentamos arriba. Let's sit up. And then exhale, float back. As you float back, I want you to take one arm up and one arm down. So just feel that your belly begins to sit together mientras los brazos están moviendo. Good. While your arms are moving, let's pause with your two arms out in front. Stretch, reaching up once again. Y ahora bajamos otra vez. Las palmas, you're going to take your palms, face them in. Abrimos los brazos. Cerramos los brazos. You're going to open and close your two arms out and in. Very nice. Let's pause now with the arms in. Los brazos adentro. Nos sentamos arriba. Let's sit all the way up. And then ahora bajamos otra vez. You're going to reach back down again. Y cruzamos lado y lado. So you're going to twist side to side por las costillas through your rib cage. Good. Taking this just a couple more times. Exhaling as you go. Good. And then from here, let's pause on one side. Stretch, reach, come all the way up. And then exhale, bajamos otro lado. So you're going to stretch, reach up to 3, and come down on the other side. Inspirar arriba, expirar abajo. This time, pause on one side and then lightly float the ribs down and up. 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Let your hips release as you come to sit tall. Y vamos a hacerlo otro lado. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inspirar arriba, sit all the way up. Let the knees open up and out. Good. And exhale, let's just stretch forward. Good. Close the arms, sitting back up. Inspirando y estirando adelante. Y arriba otra vez. Last time out. Good. And all the way back in. With one arm, just take a second, circle that whole arm all the way around your head, almost like you're lassoing your head. Good. Change the direction, just checking in with shoulder mobility. Good. Keeping la escápula, bueno, muy relajada. Trying to keep your scapula relaxed. Good. Otro lado. Good. Just sweeping all the way around the head. Estirando por el brazo. Y otra dirección. We're going the other way. 2 and 1. Muy bien. So desde aquí, cerramos las piernas. You're going to close the legs. I'm going to let my left side face the ordenador. And I'm going to start to roll down to the floor. Let's do a couple little roll-ups with las rodillas dobladas. So you're going to roll down and up with your knees bent. So begin with a little fold, doblando sobre las piernas. This is nice, right? Sin quejar. And then let's sit all the way up. And then exhale. Keep your hands connected to your legs as you knit your belly in as we come all the way down to the floor. Good. You can pause here with your hands on your thighs. I want you to rock and roll la pelvis un poquito so you can kind of stretch your tailbone down towards your heels. Good. And then a little bit up towards the sky, a little rocking motion here in your low back. And then hold that place where your tailbone is reaching towards the heels. Take your hands to your muslos, manos a tus muslos, your thighs, and then we're going to exhale and sweep all the way back up. Good. Stretch over the legs. Take this lightly. Good. Now you'll take your hands to your inner thighs, los muslos internos, and then we're going to exhale y bajamos, lowering down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Do a little pelvic rocking once again when you get down to the floor, feeling that relationship between the pubic bone, the tailbone. Good. Feel your back lengthening out. Then we're going to exhale and slowly lift, coming all the way back up. Let's take your hands here to your right leg. Press your hands here into the leg, or I should say, hands into the leg, leg into the hands, and I want you to push and reach out. We're going to go 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Leave your hands on the legs, soften the knee if you need to. And we're going to slowly lower all the way down. Good. Let this knee come in and reach it out. The knee floats in, it reaches out. The knee floats out and in. Good. Hold the hands on the leg. The knee can stay soft or you can lengthen the leg. If you like, we're going to slide all the way up. Beautiful. Bending that knee, taking your hands con las manos entrelazados detrás de la muslo izquierdo. Good. So you're going to stretch and reach out. Y adentro. Reach out. So your hands can either provide a little resistance or a little support to your thigh. If this is a lot of work for your knee, let the hands aid you here. And then if you want to make it a little harder, push back with your hands and really make the quadricep muscle do some heavy lifting. So let's hold for a momentito. Y desde aquí vamos a bajar. We're going to lower all the way back down to the floor. Good. And now from here, afuera y adentro, you're going to come out and in with this leg. Good. Just stretching, reaching, moving the hip. Como tú quieras, como te guste. Good. So now from here, let's hold our hands there on the thigh. And then exhale. Vamos a subir, subir, subir. Otra vez. Bending the knee. Good. Inhale. Take a big stretch. Open the legs, stretching out. And then this time we're just going to float to the floor, hands free. On a 5, on a 4, on a 3, on a 2, and on a 1. Pause with your arms up con los brazos al lado de las orejas. And then bending your knees, stretch your hips over to the side. I'm going to my left. And then from there, you're going to bring that back in. Empujando por los pies. You're going to push the feet, stretch to the other side. Kind of freeing up your hips. So just remember, con la cadera, if you have dolor, irritación, if you feel irritated or pain in your hips, just take these little gentle stretches, hip hikes, side to side, and it can really help alleviate that sensation. Muy bien. So desde aquí, everybody take a little pause. You can leave your arms where they are, and I just want you to lightly tap your feet into the floor. As you tap your feet, continue to move your tailbone down. Continue to feel your hip creases even. And you're just going to push, 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 push. Good. All right. So now pause. Place both feet into the floor. Brazos a tu lado. Tuck your scapula in on your spine and exhale. Lift the pelvis up 2, 3. See if you can feel your knees right above your heels. And that's going to be a pretty good functional spot for you. So now navel pulls in. See if you can let your bones of the back articulate all the way back down to the floor. Vamos a hacerlo otra vez. Let's try it again. So you're going to exhale, push with your feet. Subiendo la pelvis, lifting the pelvis all the way up. And then from here, once again, articulating those bones, coming right back down. Here we go. Inhale. Inspiramos y subimos la pelvis otra vez. You're going to lift the pelvis again. And then holding up here, let your right heel tap down and up into the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the left heel taps into the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the ball of your right foot taps in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the ball of your left foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dos talones, 2 heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down, balls at the feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale, lift the pelvis up one more time, feeling a big stretch through your knees. And then we're going to articulate those bones. Back down once again. Spring your arms up. Los brazos adelante. Sobre la cabeza. And then bring your hands detrás de la cabeza. Bring your hands back behind the head. Abrimos, cerramos un ratito. So you're going to open and close your 2 arms. And then exhale, lift all the way up. Lifting your head from the floor. Lightly pulse here. 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Giramos a la izquierda. You're going to rotate to the left. Good. Now inhale through your center. And exhale, rotate to the right. Try to keep your hips, sitting bones even as you go. So we'll inhale through the center and exhale, rotamos. Good. Inhale through the center and exhale, rotate. Inhale through the center, exhale, rotate. Inhale through the center, exhale, rotate. Let's pause in the center. Good. Get a little bit higher. Create that rotation again, and now lightly pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotamos otro lado. You're going to rotate to the other side and pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale, lowering your head and chest. Take your 2 arms up. And now let's pull your elbows into your thighs. Exhale, stretch and reach arms and legs out. Try this a couple times. Elbows into the thighs. Exhale, stretch and reach arms and legs away. Codos en los muslos. Exhale, reaching away. Codos en los muslos. Good. Exhale, reach away. Hold the legs and arms out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Doblamos las rodillas. You're going to bend your knees. Bring las manos detrás de la cabeza, hands behind the head. Otra vez. And now from here, exhale, lift the head and chest. Good. And then lightly pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A la derecha. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's lower your head right back down. And then from here, arms stretch to your sides, legs extend to 90 degrees. Good. Bend the knees once again. Exhale, stretch, reach, extend, heels going up. Good. Inhale and exhale, stretch, reach, extend. Good. This time, we're going to pause with your pelvis up, or with the legs up. Now lift the pelvis down and up. Let's try this 10 times. Good. So you want to feel your belly pull in, adentro. Good. Letting the low back float up from the floor. Exhale, taking 5. Good. A couple more. Doesn't need to be a huge movement. Just want to feel a steady movement, picking up the pelvis, setting it down con control. Just keeping those muscles toned, awake. Muy bien. Let's pause there. Soften the knees if you need to take the strain out of the hips. Y ahora bring your hands right back up overhead. Good, and then we'll exhale, lift your head and chest up. And then lightly, let's do this slowly this evening. Lightly float your arms down and up with the palms up. Your chin in, your belly deep. And then exhale, hacemos otra dirección. Do it with the palms down. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's all release our heads. Bend the knees, stretch your right leg out. Good. And then with your head down, palms are up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Bring that knee back in. Estiramos, stretch the other leg out. Let's do that pulsing with the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Let's stretch 2 legs out, and we're going to do 2 sets with your legs all the way extended. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knees. Take a breath. Now, if you like, now lift the head and chest. Extend the 2 legs. Last little set. You'll inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's bend our knees. Release once again. Arms alongside the ears. Slip the knees. Float to the left. Una respiración grande. Take a big breath. And now the knees float to the right. Big stretch. Back through your center. Now we're going to take that same stretch, but with your knees over your chest. So we're going to go a la izquierda. Good. Y arriba. Y la izquierda. A la derecha. Y arriba. So let this be a big stretch your back. Couple more just like this. Good. Otro lado. Good. So now I'd like you to take the same stretch, but with your legs extended, so the legs come down and they lift back up. The legs come down and they lift. The legs come down and they lift back up. The legs come down and then they lift. Good. Let's pause here for a moment. Bend your two knees. Bring your feet to the floor. Now your arms to the sides. Exhale, press and lift your pelvis up. Now this time with the left foot come off of the floor. Bueno, la pierna arriba y abajo. La pierna arriba y abajo. Let's go 3 y 2 y 1. Good. Let's set that leg down. Lift the hips and pelvis back up. La pierna derecha arriba y abajo. You're going to go 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Muy bien. Now from here, lift your hips and pelvis. So each time you refirm the glutes, the left leg can lift afuera y adentro. You're going to come out and in, just stretching the leg any amount. 2 y 1. Very nice. Relaxing that leg, pressing down, pushing, lifting the pelvis. Now la pierna derecha afuera, adentro, out, in. 3 y 2 y 1. Very nice. The leg comes down. Exhale, lift. Now you'll stretch the right leg all the way up and it comes down and up. 5 y 4 y 3 y 2 y 1. Good. Lowering it back down. Right leg comes up and we'll lift and lower. 5 y 4 y 3 y 2 y 1. Muy bien. Relaxing that leg, pushing back up with your pelvis. Last time, slowly lower. Let the bones of the back volver el piso. Let's do a couple little stretches. Las manos aquí. Take your hands behind the right thigh. The hands then can slide up the leg. And just give yourself a few breaths, releasing this hamstring. Good. And now we're going to open the left leg, open the right leg. Take a couple of breaths here, estirando, abriendo por la pelvis. So you're opening up through your pelvis, through the inner thigh. Good. Muy bien. Y ahora la pierna va a cruzar. The leg is going to cross. And your bottom leg can also cross your midline. So estamos estirando afuera esta pierna. Good. And then let's exhale, release. Bring that all the way down. Vamos a hacerlo otro lado. So now take the left leg up. Good. Extend the knee as best you can. And then exhale. Vamos a estirar la pierna más cerca de tu torso, de tu cara. So the leg comes a little closer to your torso. Y vamos a abrir. You're going to open las dos piernas. Y puedes ofrecer un poco apoyo. You can offer a little support to this leg. Muy bien. Y cruzamos. You're going to cross the midline. Stretching, estirando. Good. And then from here, let's exhale. Bring those legs back in. Las manos detrás de las piernas. You're going to take the hands back behind your legs. Let's rock up to seated position. Hold here for a moment. Muy bien. Y vamos a bajar. You're going to rock back and come right up. Good. Let's try that one more time. Rocking back. Big stretch in your back. And coming up. Good. Last time. Said one more. Here we go. Really, this will be the last one. Rocking back. Good. You can balance here for a moment if this feels nice to your back. And then from here, we're going to just slowly find ourselves back up in a sitting position. Good. I'm going to pivot my weight and now come to face el ordenador, to face the computer screen. I'm going to let my forearm, bottom forearm, come to the floor. I'm going to lift my top leg. Y voy a hacer arco irises. I'm going to just make rainbows a few times with my top leg. So, a un lado, a otro lado. Good. So you're sort of traveling over your bottom leg. Good. Drawing little rainbows here, keeping your hips muy estable. Very nice. Let's do that one more time. Good. Now hold that leg back. Take it down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, y 1. Take the leg forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sweep the leg back behind you. Take your hand, mano a tu tobillo. Take a hand there to the foot. Get a big stretch. Por la cadera. Good. And then from here, I'm going to bring that top leg or bottom leg a little more forward. Good. And coming up. Estirando la dirección. Ajá. Y estiramos otra. So you're going to stretch out and away. Good. En la dirección de las piernas. Y otra dirección. Good. Towards the legs. En la dirección de las piernas. Y otra dirección. Good. So now from here, let's pause and twist towards your legs. Y estiramos away. You're going to stretch away. And twist towards the legs. And exhale, stretch away. And twist toward. Good. Exhale, twist away. Last little thing, come back. Hands come behind you. And then you're going to reach your cadera also back. So you get a big stretch here through your hip crease. Good. This whole area should feel it's like it's opening up. Good. We're going to exhale. One more little thing before we go to the other side. This back leg, take it in front of your bottom leg. So I'm going to line up my outside of my ankle with the top of my knee. Good. And then I'm going to take this hand, so opposite hand to knee, and twist. Oh, I said one more thing, but I think we're going to add another little stretch here. This is yoga, Pilates, y Español. We got to make sure we get our good yoga poses in. So let's try a Gomukhasana por los hombros y omoplatos de Margarita. We're going to do this for Margarita's shoulders and hips, mira, and scapula. So when you go towards Gomukhasana, your two knees are going to come towards each other here, and then you're going to move your weight in between, right? So now I'm stretching my hips. Good. Los brazos arriba. I'm going to take my arms up. So take a second here. The hand of the leg that's on top, take that hand behind you, move it towards your low back. Once you find your spine, then begin to move that arm up your back. Good. Now take one hand to the top of your head, that other hand to the top of the head. Pat your head, now rub your, no, just kidding. But do it, because it's great. And then from there, walk your fingertips, find the back of your neck. And then let your fingertips move gradually a little closer towards one another. So without being aggressive on your shoulders or aggressive on your hips, just let those movimientos pasa, let those movements happen. Good. And then desde aquí, from here, just unroll. Good. And then we're going to unfold the legs. Let's take the opposite arm down. So whatever arm we had up, we're going to let that forearm come to the floor. Top leg is going to extend. And then you're going to tap and tap behind you. So remember, you're just drawing a rainbow here. It's a healthy little movement for your hips. Good, trying to keep the hips steady while you go. Good, all the way around. Beautiful. Let's hold the leg behind us, tap it down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take the leg in front, down and up. 5, 4, 3. Try to keep your head lifted, chest lifted. 2, 1. Good. Bend the knee, reach the leg behind you. Big stretch here. Good. So let the heel reach back. And that's going to open your shoulder. Muy bien. Vamos a bajar. Let's lower that leg down to the floor. And then exhale, stretch, reach towards. And exhale, stretch, reach away. Good. So take a moment to get comfortable here. Stretching, reaching towards. Big stretch through your sides. Good. And then away. Muy bien. La dirección de las piernas. And then away. Beautiful. Good. Now we're going to hold and just twist. So kind of wringing out your back. En la dirección de las piernas. Y otra dirección. Good. Creating that movement from your center. Beautiful. Last thing. Pause. Bring your arms down. And then reach your torso back to really stretch your psoas. Good. Letting that area really open up. Inhale, let's sit up. So now the back leg, pie, you're going to put that foot next to your knee, your top knee, your rodilla. So I've got outside of ankle to knee. That might be what your hips are agreeing to. Just do the thing that your legs say feels nice. Good. And then from here, opposite hand comes to the outside of the knee. Take a big twist. En la dirección de la pierna towards the knee. Good, and then we'll exhale. Now just let your knees come a little closer together, getting ready for Gomukhasana. Good, so letting your hip bones settle into the floor. Your top hand, you're going to reach that, so the hand of your top leg pulls to your lumbar. Good, and then just gradually let that arm move in on your back, checking in with your shoulder. Opposite arm can lift, hand to the head, pat and rub. Rub and pat. Good, and then see about the hands reaching towards each other. Again, remember, just find the fingertips on the spine. Don't worry about your hands coming all the way together. Give this just a couple of breaths. Good, and then we'll exhale, release, rolling your shoulders all the way out. Let's unfold the legs. And now we're going to come onto all fours. I've got my right side facing the computer. Okay. So from here, take a moment to create a little cat-cow with your spine. Good. Just a big arch, a big round. Good. And then let's find our spine nice and neutral. Head above your neck, neck above your shoulders, elbows soft, belly in. Reach your right leg back, reach your left arm out, and then let's lift these limbs together. So we're going to come down and up. Let's go 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, uno, muy bien. Pause, bring those limbs in. Reach your hips, thighs back. Take a breath. Head can move down. And then a big long spine takes us forward. Good, a big long stretch of your spine. Left leg moves out, right arm moves out. And we're going to lift and lower. 10, 9, 8, 7, y 6, y 5, y 4, y 3, 2, y 1. Very nice. Now from here, just setting those limbs right back in, reaching your hips back. Good. So now we're going to exhale. Bring your arms slightly more forward, and then bring your hips down. And exhale, reach the thighs back behind you. So we'll bring your hips forward, adelante, feeling a little plank. And then exhale, pushing back with your arms. Good. Adelante, otra vez. Good. Y atrás. Let's come forward one more time. And now set your forearms on the floor. Lift your right heel up so it comes towards your sits bone. And then exhale, take the leg up towards the sky. So we're going to go 10. Exhale, lifting 9. Exhale, lifting 8. Exhale, lifting 7. And 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Very nice. Releasing your hips back behind you. This time, you can let your head, if you'd like, rest for a moment on the floor. Good. And then let's exhale, push your elbows back in. Pull up your left heel towards your sitting bone. Take that leg down and up so the heel really lifts towards the sky. Here we go. 8, y 7, y 6, y 5, y 4, y 3, y 2, y 1. Very nice. Exhale, release. Once again, let your head come down for a moment. Or actually, instead of your head, this time, let your sternum move in towards the floor. And this is going to get us a deeper stretch into your armpit chest, your axilas. Good. With your tailbone rising up. Good. Take one more big breath. And then from here, you're going to move your forearms into the floor. We're going to move our hips down to the floor, pick them right back up. Hips down to the floor and right back up. Hips down to the floor and right back up. 2 más. Abajo. And then let's exhale. Let the hips come all the way down. Good. Take a moment to lift your throat. Get a big stretch. Good. Bring your neck to a nice neutral position. Push your knees down. Lift the hips. Y abajo. Let's try that 4 times. Inhale. Push elbows, forearms down. Pull the belly in. Scoop your center long. And back down. Exhale. Subiendo. 3. And down. 2 más. 2. Scoop the belly. Feel it strong. Y 1. All the way up. Can you hold 10? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's let your cadera, let your hips come rest on the floor. And then take a second to, let's bend your right knee. And then I want you to actually lengthen that leg right back out. So now bend your left knee. Good, just feeling that there. Exhale, take it right back out. So now lift 2 legs, bend the right knee and straighten, bend the left knee and straighten. Exhale, release the legs. Let's come back up This time bend 2 knees. Y afuera, stretch them out. So that dos más. Bending, doblando, estirando. Last time bending. And now hold the legs out, beat the heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Exhale, taking your hips, your pelvis down. Rock your back. Good. Let's press your hands here into the floor. Estiramos arriba. You're going to stretch up. And then vamos a bajar. You're going to come all the way back down. Estiramos arriba. Let's stretch all the way up. And then exhale, vamos a bajar. Good. Last time, all the way up. Good. Hold here for a moment. Bend your right knee. Let it come towards your sits bone. The heel and the head stretch towards one another. Exhale, releasing that. Inhale. And exhale, lift, lift, lift. And right back down. One more time. Dos piernas. Bajando. You're going to bend both knees. And then let's exhale, release your head. Bring your arms to the sides. Hands can press into your thighs. Inhale, take a breath. Exhale, lift your head and chest, squeeze your scapula together. Let's take 3 big breaths here. Good, let's come back down. Inhale, take your arms out to the side. And then take a breath, lift your head and chest. Now lift your 2 arms. A few big breaths. Now exhale, lift the legs as well. And then you're going to bring your 2 arms out in front. Inhale, take a breath. Exhale, lift your head. Take another breath, lift your legs. Another breath, lift your arms. 5 breaths in a Shalabhasana. Beautiful. Now from here, bring the arm closest to the computer screen in, and you're going to roll onto your side. So now let's let your top leg float down and up with a steady hip and pelvis. So this hand can be here. Good. We can also put the hand in front of you to give you a little bit more balance. All right, let's try that one more time. Good. So now extend. You're going to bend the knee, let it pull up towards you. Now reach out on the diagonal. So you're going to bend the knee, pull it up, and exhale, reach out. Bending the knee, pulling it in. Exhale, reaching out. One more time. Bend the knee, pull it in. This time, place the foot there on your thigh. The top arm can reach up towards your bottom arm. And spend a breath or 2 in the fallen tree pose. Good. So now bring your top hand down in front, top knee down in front. And then exhale. Take a twist behind you. Las dos piernas juntas. Bring your 2 knees together. Push with your bottom arm. Exhale, lifting up. Taking your hands. We're going to just sweep, fanning the arms. Otro lado. Coming para estirar en el otro lado. Good. And then exhale, we'll take these same movements on this side. So the idea is you're going to steady the hips. La cadera estable. Good. Lifting, lowering. Exhale into that big lift. Good. So now pause. You're going to bend the knee, let it move in towards you, and then exhale, reach away. Good. Try this a couple times in the external rotation. Good. Kind of letting the leg float sobre la otra pierna. Beautiful. Let's do this one more time. Doblando la pierna. And then exhale, placing the foot on your bottom thigh. Gonna try to lengthen out the hip here. Estirando. Aquí. Muy bien. El brazo encima. And then you'll take that top leg, let it stretch and move forward, top arm, estirando atrás. Give this a few breaths, 5 respiraciones. Good, and now from here, the top arm comes down. Las dos rodillas juntas, squeeze your two knees together. Let's push up into a down dog. Estirando la cadera, stretching your hips up and out. Good, lifting your tailbone. Muy, muy, muy alta. Good, pushing back through the arms. Good, y vamos a andar con las manos. You're going to walk your hands in. Take a big stretch, estiramiento de tu espalda. Roll up your blanket, move it out of the way, and let's pick up our weights. And let me also check the time. Good. All right, so with our weights, we'll just move to the center of our mat. Good. And you're going to bring your feet all the way together. We'll fold your knees back and exhale, come up. Let's fold the knees back as your elbows come. Good. Arriba y abajo. Here we go. 5 and up. 4 and up. 3 y 2 y 1. Muy bien. Let's pause here. Turn your heels together, your toes apart, and we're going to let the thighs open and close. Good. So here we go with your biceps also curling with you. Good. Trying to keep your heels as best you can. Oh, there's cute little kids wandering around in my yard. That's nice. 2 and 1. Very nice. So now let's step your feet just a little bit further apart. And this time you're going to bring your pesas juntas, bring your weights together. And exhale, doblamos la rodilla. So you're going to bend your knees. And exhale. Stretch, reach all the way so the pelvis comes down. Good. 5. This is working your chest. Good. Let's go. 3 y 2 y 1. Very nice. Let's hold down here. Pause for a moment. And then with one arm, I'm going with my right circle. Hacemos un círculo. 3 y 2. Just right in front of your torso. Muy bien. Otra dirección. 3 y 2 y 1. Muy bien. With your left arm. 3 y 2 y 1. Otra dirección. 3 y 2 y 1. Very nice. So now from here, lengthen your two arms up. Fold at the knees. Here we go. We're going to go down and up. 5. Down and up. 4. Down and up. 3 y 2 y 1. Hold the weights up. Right heel lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dos talones. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Muy bien. Setting your heels down. Let's stretch your 2 weights forward. And then you're going to exhale, melt the head down. Muy bien, y doblamos. You're going to bend the knees, let your pecho mover también adelante. Y otra vez atrás. Last time. Here we go. And then if you like, lift your right heel. Vamos a hacer 5, 4, 3, 2 y 1. Otro lado. 5, 4, 3. Hello, inner thighs. 2, 1, 2. Talones arriba. You're going to lift 2 heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Set the heels down. The eyes move forward. Mount the top of your head over. Adelante. Good. And then from here, let's just sweep your arms all the way around towards one leg. Big stretch, estiramiento. And then your brazos, otra dirección, otro estiramiento. Good. Inhale, bringing yourself forward. Once again, turn your right toes out. Good. And then you'll take just your right arm to that leg, stretching up through a triangle pose. La postura de triángulo. Good. And then from here, back toes are going to turn all the way towards that leg, a little Parsvottanasana. Good. Let's exhale, turn those toes in. Sweep ourselves around to the other side. Good. And now from here, I'm going to come up into a little triangle pose with those toes turned out. Remember, lift up through the inner thighs. And then el brazo abajo, take that top arm down. Turn your back toes slightly in, deeply stretch your calf. Muy bien, and now from here, your back foot can come step in. We're going to soften your 2 knees, and we're going to come down. So give yourself whatever you would like as a little prop here for our last moment. Oh, we've got 1 minute to take some big deep breaths together. So let's set your back down here, nice, gently, easy, either on a prop. So I've got my blanket underneath just to give a little opening to my pecho. And then you can stretch your legs out any old way. And then your pelvis, your hands can move to your pelvis. Y vamos a respirar. Let's just breathe here. Let your body absorb the class, absorb the work, el trabajo. Por descansar, just by giving yourself a little breath. Seal it in. And when you feel ready, you can slowly begin to bring your fingers together over your chest, rub your palms in. Bring your knees over your chest. Good. As you feel ready, roll to one side. Y nos sentamos arriba. We're going to sit up. Nos ponemos las manos juntas delante del pecho. Cerramos los ojos. Tu práctica es un regalo. Muchas gracias y disfruta el resto de la noche. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Thank you.
Stay, muchas gracias.
Gracias, Elizabeth.